After finishing Dying Light the Beast, this is going to be my honest review, under 10 minutes. I'll try to make it under 10 minutes. Here's your spoiler alert warning. Dying Light the Beast takes place right after the events of Dying Light 2. I don't know what the exact timeline is, maybe a couple months, a year, I don't know. But it takes place in Castor Woods. Now, let me just talk about the map. Now, Castor Woods feels like a Dying Light map. It felt so, it felt true to the identity of Dying Light. You know what I mean? Like, I like how there's a countryside, like how we experienced back in Dying Light the Following. And there's like towns and, like a mini city that resembles Old Town in Dying Light 1. So it isn't really open worldish like Dying Light 2, which I'm not going to talk about. Dying Light 2 is the Dying Light the Beast video. But I really enjoyed roaming around in Castor Woods, like just the forests, the mountains in the distance, just like the color palette that they use is more green, not too green, but it has like a forest color. You know what I mean? I love running in the forest, just running between trees and stuff. It feels more of a zombie game when you're in that kind of setting, you know what I mean? I don't know why they didn't choose something like that for Dying Light 2. They do have like a little island in Dying Light 2 that has like a forest vibe, but it's not like, Castor Woods. So Castor Woods is probably my favorite map in the Dying Light franchise. And also the building structures and just how they are works very well with parkouring. Just you just parkouring around the whole city, showing off your skills, like it just feels good. It really brought back what Dying Light 1 was known for, and I'm really glad that they brought back the grappling hook in the Beast, because the grappling hook is badass. It helps out. Now let's talk about the story. The Dying Light the Beast story is probably the best Dying Light story in the franchise. So if I had to rank the stories, I'll say Dying Light the Beast, Dying Light 1, and then Dying Light 2. Them bringing back Crane was probably the best idea to bring back the franchise to its peak. After Dying Light 2 came out, Crane wasn't there. The story of Dying Light 2, people didn't really like it much. But bringing back Crane really brought back the, original fans from Dying Light 1. I'm not an original fan of Dying Light 1. When I say that, I mean, I didn't start playing Dying Light 1 at launch. When the first game came out, I started playing Dying Light 1 2 weeks before Dying Light 2, because I'm like, oh shoot, I already pre-ordered Dying Light 2, let me play Dying Light 1. So I played it 2 weeks before Dying Light 2, so I didn't really have the experience of the first Dying Light when that game came out, which I wish I was part of that community at the time, but I wasn't. Don't know why, but it is what it is. And for the story of Dying Light the Beast, getting stronger by defeating each chimera, it was fun. It was really fun fighting different enemies with different abilities and different tactics and stuff. And it's a cool concept where you'll fight each chimera and then you get a beast upgrade, which we'll talk about that in the gameplay section. But I was hoping that whatever chimera that we fight, whatever their abilities are, we would gain that ability, you know what I mean? But in this case, you don't really gain their ability, you just gain a skill, then you unlock whatever skill you want in the skill tree. And the ending of Dying Light the Beast is probably one of the best endings this year of games that I played. The ending sequence of you going to the castle, just pulling up your AR, your pistol, your shotgun, and just going all out. It was fully gunplay. And then me finding out who the Beast was, and I called it before the game even dropped. Is that him, bro? It's him. It's Aiden, but he looks different.
Who are you?
My boy. My boy! There was no way that they're gonna throw Aiden under the bus after everything that, they showed us in Dying Light 2. I'm like, there's no way that they're gonna have us not know what happened to Aiden. And I'm like, the Beast, that has to be Aiden. That is not Crane. So when I found out that Aiden was the Beast, I got so hyped. And just seeing Crane and Aiden, just having conversations, it gave me the chills. Like that kind of moment is really rare in gaming, where you will have two main characters or two important characters, and you just want them to meet at some point. And Dying Light the Beast gave me that feeling. It felt so good seeing them both, and just seeing how ripped Aiden is. He looks absolutely crazy.
At dawn.
Damn, Aiden looks freaking crazy though. What the hell? Yo! Now let's talk about the gameplay and the graphics. The graphics The map, the trees, the textures, the zombie models, the character models, it all looks really good. So shout out to Techland, because they took their time in making the beast to its perfect form, I guess.
How? Because, Prince, like a soon-to-be broken man once said, you're either perfect or you're not me.
The gameplay, I really like the gameplay. It's simple. It's not like Dying Light 2 where you have a bunch of skills and there's different types of gameplay, because they do implement some of them in Dying Light the Beast, where like the parries and stuff like that are not really in the skill tree. You just unlock it, which is, you know, pretty cool, I guess. The skill tree is really lacking, but remember, it's a smaller game, and I don't know what other skills they would add in Dying Light the Beast, like as like a skill tree, other than the rolling and the jumping, the slamming with your weapon and stuff. So I mean, skill tree was smaller than Dying Light 2, but at the same time, what they gave us was enough, you know what I mean? And playing in beast mode, I'm gonna just call it beast mode, is really fun. But I was hoping that there would be different, you know, punching animations, you know what I mean? Because all you do is just swing in right and left, and then you do some execution. I was hoping that it would be something, you know, more like maybe like a right swing, left swing, an uppercut, or a smash in the head. I don't know, but you know what I mean. It was still fun. It was really fun, and it's cool how you can access the beast anytime you want once you have the, you know, the beast juice. I'm gonna just call it beast juice. I know it sounds weird, but so I played about 50 hours of Dying Light the Beast, and I don't regret a second of it. I played all the side quests. I played, you know, I tried, you know, getting everything in the map, which I didn't, like the towers and stuff. They have really good boss fights. I really enjoyed fighting all the chimeras and, you know, the colossal, whatever they call it, and then the ending where you fight like 3 of them. It was really fun and exciting. It was extremely fun. I've had more fun in this game than I had in the last 2, you know what I mean? So my final thoughts is that Dying Light the Beast is going to be the title that goes down in Dying Light history in being the best one in the franchise, in my opinion. They got everything right, from the setting, story, gameplay, map, and everything a die-hard Dying Light fan would want. So if I can give Dying Light the Beast a rating, it's really hard for me to give 10 out of 10s, but this is really close. So I'll give Dying Light the Beast a 9 out of 10. This one's absolutely worth playing. Obviously for you guys that are coming in, you guys probably already played the game, you're just watching a review. But yeah, hopefully that was under 10 minutes. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Oh shit. Oh, my boy.